Well, hello, my beautiful souls. This is Catherine Hidalgo. Oh my gosh, I hope this volume is up high. Your friendly intuitive catalyst conduit here with the weekly intuitive shamanic tarot reading. I'm grinning like a fool, and it's just so amazing because one, I have been listening to. This is before I start the reading. I have been listening to Abraham Hicks all morning from the moment I woke, while brushing my teeth, etc. And now I've been listening to Abraham Hicks for years. I even bought one of the books, and I always used to feel sort of antsy when they began talking like, "Oh my God, I'm not doing this right," and all this sort of stuff. But this morning, I realized, no, I confirmed actually, because I allow myself to settle into their words. I try to look and put on their rampages of abundance, of well-being, all sorts of stuff. But this morning, that wasn't the case. And I felt the vibration. Now I'm laughing and skinning and grinning, as we say down here in the Caribbean. But 30 minutes ago, a woman, she pissed me off. And I really let her have it for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes. And you know something? I didn't feel bad about that. Normally I do, because I think, oh gosh, I shouldn't cuss out people, I shouldn't allow myself to get angry, but you hear the shoulds? It's bullshit, of course. When there is an action, there is a natural and opposite reaction. The thing is here that we must not stay in reaction mode. So I took a page out of Abraham Hicks's teaching, because that's where my mind was, in fact, when the lady deliberately did what she did. And when I got to the park, I thought, I did that. I created that, because I was still partly in the vibration of not enoughness, being angry with this landlady that doesn't bring out anything positive in me, and that alone is a clue of what I need to deal with. And if you are having the same problem, then you need to deal with that same shit in your life. So then I decided to do a turnaround, like this wonderful lady who, oh my God, I'm seeing her face, but I can't remember her name now. Very unusual name. Anyway, oh my gosh, a big music truck is passing. So if you all don't hear me, let me switch. All right. We will let the music truck pass first, all right? Because I don't think you'll be able to hear I love Bollywood music, I love Indian music, the peppy type, the dancing type. Actually, I love all music, but I love that kind of music, I gotta say. In addition to the religious ones, Hare Krishna, that sort of stuff. But getting right back to it. So I decided what I was focusing on was this woman, but I was doing it the other way. Because I understood finally, it sunk in what Abraham was saying. What I don't like, yes, it is making, the contrast is making me to desire what I do want and what I do like. And then I focused on this female. She's disrespectful, she's nasty, and I mean that, and I'm not going to describe the things that she does. Things that I would never do, or no one self-respecting would ever do. And then I thought, but she's performing her role. She is telling me, and she is showing me by her words and her actions, I want the opposite. I want someone who is pleasant, someone who is courteous, someone who really likes themselves, someone who has a life, someone who lives in a high vibration of abundance, because she's exactly the opposite. Since the place is filthy, it wasn't when I moved, but apparently that was a fluke. And because it's dirty, it's ill-kempt, etc. outside, it is making me desire a place that is hygienic, well-kept, well-maintained. My room is not well-maintained. The structure, that is, the foundation. And consequently, this is what I want to impart to you. When there is something in your field that is making you generate a negative vibration, you need immediately to identify what is it you don't like, and then say, yeah, but that person or this situation is making me want this. Someone who is kind, who is nice, who is pleasant. Someone who appreciates me if you feel unappreciated. Someone who respects me if you feel disrespected. Someone who appreciates what I do. When you understand and you identify, and you got to be honest with yourself, huh? And you identify that, yeah, I don't like that, etc., etc. So, an ant was crawling on my neck, and I tend to sit under this tree, which apparently is full of ants, but it is the only tree rather separate from the rest of the park where there's shade. Now, ants, by the way, means patience. They are busy, but they do mean, this do signify that you have to be patient. And this is something that I need to develop. Listen, here's what I want to show you. So I'm going to flip the thingy to show you my cute booties. See my cute booties? Did you know that the coccinelle or the ladybug means good luck? When I saw these little booties instead of socks, I got them immediately. Now, on to the reading, my beautiful souls. So, my first question to Dream Dust is, how do we identify what we truly want, need, and desire when we are faced with a negative situation? And Dream Dust says, wow! Wow! This is Earth Goddess, people. That is Dream Dust's response. See it? Look at it well. Look at it well. I love this card. I so love this card. All right. Earth Goddess, first of all, is saying, ground yourself. You see that magnificent red? That's a tree. Huh? You see that magnificent red? And where my thumb is, those are the roots. Ground yourself in nature, first and foremost. That will solidify you. That will center you. You will become perfectly balanced and connected to what is right, real, and true. And from that point, you can then identify what you need to identify. That's what the red is all about, and that's what the tree is all about. I love this card. Now, what else is Dream Dust telling us here? Dream Dust is saying she is Earth Mother, deeply rooted in love, practicality, security, compassion, intuition, fruitfulness, and creativity. You make a healthy home. You do it so effortlessly. And this is what Dream Dust is telling you. Have a look at it. See that? You see all the beautiful green? That green signifies nature. But it's also talking about your heart. You're beautiful, healthy, loving, compassionate, big-hearted self. And that is where your truth lies. That is what you need to tap into, people. Your heart. The goodness that is you. There are lots of people like myself who say, I'm not a nice person, And what I mean by that is, I'm not any goody-goody two-shoes. I can't stand those type of people because I know they're false, and it's a false impression. for their whatever reason they project it. But what I really mean is, I'm not a chatty person. I'm not a friendly person who's going to, go to someone and say hi and hello and da. Especially if I don't know the person. I keep myself in observation mode. So that's why I say that. But really, I'm a fucking fantastic person. I know this. I'm extremely generous, but most people don't know this because of I don't want to say stern, but because of my serious demeanor until I smile. And sometimes even when I'm not smiling, especially children, they are attracted to me, children than animals. So this is what the heart is saying. All right? You are love, you are light, you are joy, you are compassion. Tap into that. Whether you believe that or not, whether you are feeling that or not, get in there. You see this? See where my finger is? This is the hand, the arms, reaching out, stretching out, ready to embrace you. That's what Earth Goddess is all about. That's what Earth Goddess is telling you. That's who you are. That's who you are. That's who I am. It's very, very, very humid here and I am so hot. I gotta, excuse me while I wipe my face. I know you don't really want to see that. Look at this fantastic tree instead while I get rid of some of the perspiration. It's very overcast, extremely humid, and I am sweating bullets. So, now, since the question came spontaneously, I really don't remember what the question was. What else do I want to tell you about this card? See where my finger is? I see a little being in that yellow circle. That yellow circle is the beautiful golden light of Source, Creator Source. And that figure inside that circle, surrounded by a layer of protection of red, that is you. So you have the protection. There is nothing to fear. It is for you to go forward. Enjoy yourself. Be in balance. That circle also signifies infinity. And what is infinity telling you? You are undying, never dying. Nothing can harm you. You are one with Creator Source, with Spirit, and you always will be throughout all of your incarnations. That is what this unending circle is telling you. It is the Ouroboros, or however you say it in English. That's what this is telling you. There is no beginning and there shall be no end. You are undying. You are spirit. You are one with Source. You are enveloped by Source. That's who you are, people. Now, I feel a next question coming on. While I wipe my face again, have a look at this magnificent tree. Oh gosh, I'm really sweating bullets, Now, another question about vibration, because I find this fascinating. Do you know, and here's the question, do you know what brings you joy? Do you know what brings you joy? How do you identify that? Now, I have been playing my teacher's game, Marilyn O'Leary, and telling this to other people, and you can find it on YouTube, her joy list. But Dream just wants to share something else. So let's have a look. How do you find your joy when you don't feel joyful? Dream just says, let's see, let me show you. How do you find the joy? Let me put aside my my coccinelle booties. See them? Yeah. How do you find your joy when you don't feel joyful? And And Dream Dust gives us the Fire Horse. I love this fucking card. And you know why I love this card so much? It's all the colors, blazing bright colors, you know, and fire. Now we already got the earth and now we have fire. The red in there says ground yourself, but the red also speaks of passion. Notice the purples, just blaze it up. That's your intuition. The green speaks of heart. What other colors are? The blue. The blue speaks of communication. This card is saying, let it loose. Go forward. Take the jump off. Strive ahead. Nothing can stop you. You are unstoppable. It is just an explosion of color. And Fire Horse says, passion, of course. It also says, it's a lust for life, an adventurous soul, embrace change, travel, or a new job may lie on the horizon. Be confident. Oh my gosh, I was off camera. Be confident and take charge. This is what Fire Horse is telling you. The sky is really getting heavy and I suspect it's really gonna rain. So heavy, because the rainy season is starting very late this year. It's been extremely dry, very dry. So the clouds are really getting heavier. The wind is picking up. So you may be in for a thunderous time. But never mind all that. Look at that. Look at that. Take a good look at that, people. This is how you get out from under. And notice that the explosion of color starts on the right side of this card. Now it's true I'm holding it in the camera, so it's actually showing the opposite. Because when I turn it around to face myself, the explosion of color, the vibrancy starts on the left, which is absolutely correct. Because the left is the past and that is what you want to leave behind. Don't you? I sure as hell hope so, because I do. Oh God, don't you love this card? As I look at this card, it seems to be drawing me in more and more and more, especially in that corner where my finger is, from which everything is erupting. Look at it closely. Don't you want to just dive in there? Don't you want to just dive in there? That is where you need to go. That is where you need to be, to pull up and pull out the light, the passion, the fruit of your labor that you have been ignoring or that you have been taking for granted, that you have not acknowledged because, well, yeah, been there, done that. But no, you did do that. And you need to embrace it. You need to admire it. You need to pat yourself on your friggin' back and say, I am the best. I am fucking fantastic. I did this. I created this. And if I can do that, you're damn well sure that I can do even more of that. And even if I don't want to do exactly that, I can take lessons that I have learned from it and go forward. That is what Fire Horse is telling you. So go ahead, people, blaze that trail and let others hang on to your coattails. You can always shake them off because they have to travel under their own steam. But it doesn't matter if they use you to get a head start, just as long as you do not take in their vibration. But that's what you're here for. So, what else does Dream Dust have to tell us today? And this will be my final reading. What else does Dream Dust have to tell us? You know, I just turned over the deck, and the first card I see is another card that I absolutely, absolutely adore because of the pennies in the jar, the fruits already in the jar, and more are entering the jar from the bottom to fill it up. That's what I see. This card is Seven of Earth, another Earth card. That 7 means spiritual enlightenment. It means connecting to your inner self, your inner wisdom, your inner source. You are full of it in a good way. You see all that magnificent green? It's heart, and it's more heart. It's nature, it's love, it's abandon, it's joy. This is what I'm getting from this card today. And I don't normally. All the fruits of your labor, they are coming in to fill you up. You are this receptacle. You are this jar. And everything is coming up. That is why it's 7 of Earth. Mother Earth is feeding you. See all the coins, all the fruits that are entering this jar. That's what you're all about. And what does 7 of Earth say? Because I got to speed it up because I'm feeling the drizzle coming. 7 of Earth is saying vision, reward, profit. Seeds well planted begin to grow and prosper. Some dreams may take longer to come to fruition, but you got to be patient. You see the patient word again? That's what the ants keep telling me. Thank God it's only one this time. And you know what this also tells me? I see money. I am seeing money when I look in this card. I saw a huge bronze coin in this card. This card is also about money. It's about vibration. It's about the manifestation of abundance. Yes, it is all abundance. Huh? This is all about abundance. It is telling you that you are abundant. You are the abundant receptacle. And that is why Mother Earth is feeding you so much more of these fruits. You worked for this. You toiled for this. You worked your ass off to get where you are. Remember that. Don't fall back into, oh God, yeah, it's so difficult and all the stumbles and the whatnot. Yeah, sure. That's part of it. But remember, when these things occur, when they come up, the sun has just come out. What a fantastic omen, symbol. When these things come to you, it is simply to tell you, okay, this is showing me exactly what I do not want. And if it is saying that, you know, this person or this situation is not right, it is also telling you exactly what you do want, as in, turn your eyes in the opposite direction. Yeah, I can do this. I can lift myself up. I can go create something else, exactly the opposite of what I want. I can start thinking exactly the opposite of this situation. I can look at my boss who is a shit and say, he is telling me that I want to be able to work with a nicer person. He is pointing out to me that I want to work with someone who is respectful, who is admiring, who is telling me that I do a good job, that I am a fantastic employee. If that's what you're thinking, that's what I get as well. This card is also about money, so I want you all to pay attention to this, all right? And on this note, my beautiful souls, I am going to leave you all before the wind is picking up. I don't want it to blow away dream dust, and I don't want it to bring me more in. So I'm going to say ciao for now, people. And who is that? Hey, Jackie, hi. Hi, Lisa. All right. Well, this thing just popped up saying invite, but I can't because I know the rain is coming. So I'm going to leave you all Remember to find your friendly intuitive catalyst conduit. That's me on facebook.com/intuitive catalyst conduit. No spaces if you want a phenomenal shamanic tarot reading. If you want to avail yourself of a free mini soul consultation. I know this was long today. I love you all. Ciao.